Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Endall Beall, and welcome to Attaining the Second Cognition. This is another one of my off-the-cuff scripts that was prompted by our friend Crystal, who recently went through her own form of what I call a crisis point. I'm bringing this up because everyone on this path, sooner or later, is going to encounter some circumstance in their growth and clearing process where they're going to come up against a choice to where you are sorely tempted to just pitch the whole program and jump back into the world of the ego. I have seen more people fail at their crisis points than I care to remember. They vary from person to person. It can be on a personal basis, and this is an extreme case of cognitive dissonance. The crisis point is different for each individual. They come up, there can be in reference to the external world, some piece of data that they just utterly protest against accepting, but more often it's an internal circumstance where we come up against a truth about ourselves that we just flatly refuse to recognize, accept, overcome, and come to terms with. Everybody reaches a crisis point in this process. I was no exception. And it's a choice point where it's a make it or break it situation. You either find the internal courage within to bowl through the crisis, or your ego's going to win. It's as simple as that. The fear it raises within us goes beyond just the cognitive dissonance of having to come to terms with ideas that we've embraced, having our personal heroes tarnished when the truth about them comes to light or whatever. Like I said, sometimes they can be garnered through external circumstances. Most often they occur when we're doing our internal self-analysis and having to face the lies we've told ourselves. Regardless of where this crisis point occurs, everyone's going to face it. Our friend Crystal did a script on it to share her personal experiences. We've got that posted on the Exiting the First Cognition channel for those that are in the process and want to hear the experience of someone that has just recently gone through it. So you can hear the story told in her words, what she had to deal with, the conflicting emotions and everything else. But her sharing the script reminded me that I haven't covered this critical crisis point that everyone comes up against. Everyone finds a choice point, and this choice point is a make it or break it choice. There's not really anything anyone can do to avoid it. Whatever the deep dark thing that we don't want to admit that we harbor within us, regardless of what the information is that triggers it, it comes to the point that you're either in the program or out of the program. It's a washout choice. If you follow through and bull your way through the choice, as she did in her situation, then you come out the other side stronger, wiser, and better off than if you go back the other way. So I just wanted to put this here. There's room in the comment section for people who want more questions or clarification on this. But the crisis points are something that need to be acknowledged, because this is the extreme point of cognitive dissonance to where you either progress with this process or you fail and go back to whatever your old life was. It's a make it or break it point. There's no turning back. You either go forward or you take yourself out of the game when you reach your own personal crisis point. I'm apprising you of that so you know that if you haven't hit it yet, it's going to hit you sooner or later. Just to keep things fair and honest, so you are apprised of what you're walking into, and when it happens, to know that it is not just you, it happens to everyone. That's all I wanted to share with this, to give folks a heads up on Crystal's video, and stay the course and don't give up on yourselves.